Hey guys, it's Dave. Just wanted to give a quick little side note before the episode starts. This week's episode 4, is a bit more reserved and not as, let's say, funny than the other episodes have been. But as you know, with mental health, there's ups and there's downs, and Caitlin was having a down week. And we weren't sure the episode was up to the standard that we thought it should be. But after going back and forth on it for a little bit, we decided that the episodes with the lows are just as important as the episodes with the highs. We want to be real, we want to be authentic, and we're trying to connect to people that are having to live with these issues. So showing the dips and the downs, we feel is just as important as showing the ups. So with that in mind, it's still a great episode. I hope you enjoy it. But if you're looking for something more upbeat and funny, I promise we'll be back to that standard next week. Either way, we hope you enjoy it. With much love, Dave and Caitlin.
We're Christians, but we live life by the red letters. We believe that Black Lives Matter. We are pro-choice, and we are unapologetically 100% allies, supporters to the LGBTQIA plus community, and that will never change.
Yeah.
We're like radical progressive.
Yeah.
Hear me out, you little... Just hear me out now, hear me out.
Just hear me out, hear me out.
Well, welcome back. Let's look at this. Look at this cool thing.
Pretty keen. Looks pretty good. Hey? Okay, so we've got... I think I got everything figured out here now. We got the TV hung so we can put stuff up. Cameras, me, you, us, and the lighting. I had to finagle with that a little bit yesterday, so you didn't see it reflected in the screen, but I think we're good.
I'm a fan of the unused treadmill in the background.
Well, does anybody want to buy a treadmill?
Guys, we're selling a treadmill.
A treadmill for sale. I'll edit that out.
Riley's tripping, guys.
Yeah. Do you want to explain why?
Because she just fell off the desk in her bed. She tried to roll over.
And rolled completely off the table.
Yeah, but she's okay.
So.
Can you say hi, Rue?
No, I don't think she knows to say hi. No. Okay, so where did we leave off last time?
Black lights.
That's literally where we left off.
Yep.
Okay, so I thought today we would do kind of, Conan O'Brien does this. They do it every year. It's called the State of the Podcast.
Oh, Lord.
Kind of like the state, the President of the United States to do the State of the Union address. Mm-hmm. So this way, we're going to give a state of where the podcast is, how we think it's going, and where we want it to go.
Okay.
Okay? Yeah. She's all right. You're good, Riley. Okay. So, where we're at, we're getting a lot of good support. Mm-hmm. And obviously, every episode, something gets a little better. You just focus on living your day-to-day, and I try to make the background grow. And, same thing I did with my stream and shit.
Yeah, just so everybody's aware, I do nothing when it comes to, the editing, the clips that are posted. Dave just, does them and then sends them to me. Because I have IT rage.
Sure, that's to put it mildly.
Yeah, I have severe IT rage. So, to me, it's 2024. So,
everything should just work.
It should just work. There's been 2024 years since Christ passed. That's what that means, right?
Yeah, sort of.
Since the crucifixion. So, at this, you've had 2024 years
to figure your shit out.
I don't understand. So, if I go on Google and Google's not working, I get very angry.
Yeah, everything should just work.
It should just work. I should get service on the highway. It's 2024.
Right. Well, as I explained to our kids yesterday, after that global outage, where they're like, how can something like this happen? And I informed them that most people don't know. All of modern infrastructure today, technologically, is all built on, a guy in North Dakota on a 1970s DOS machine pressing escape every 15 minutes.
But it's 2024. You shouldn't have to do that anymore.
This is the infrastructure we built.
Okay.
So everything should just click.
That sounds stupid, but sure.
It's pretty dumb. It's all pretty dumb. So anyway, we're going to talk about where we're sitting. We're happy where we're at? The general consensus is people are happy.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of comments, a lot of support. Mom.
Lay down, baby. You're a distraction. You're not going to be invited. Lay down. Anyway, okay.
You can do what you
want.
want.
So the general consensus from people is that this is what they've needed.
Yeah. And it's funny because I don't know if you remember, but Dad said to you a couple of years ago that you really need to write a book.
Oh,
you specifically need to write a book. People need to know your story.
Yeah.
And like, ever since then, I'm like, I know he's right, but there's no fucking way humanly possible someone as scatterbrained as you can focus enough to write a book.
No.
Specifically for people who are scatterbrained enough that need to read the book. So it's not a good medium for you to connect with the people who need to connect to you.
Yeah, no, definitely
on
not.
both fronts.
No.
So I think this is the perfect way to turn that into something that's in a tangible, malleable, eatable, digestible format.
Yeah.
For people like you to digest.
I mean, I didn't know there was as many people like me as there is. Like, I mean, I'm aware that I know mental health is at an all-time low right now. It is literally a worldwide crisis. COVID destroyed people's mental health.
Yeah.
As much as, again, this is going to be a part where we'll lose some subscribers on this one. I know COVID was real. It wasn't government planted. It was a thing. People actually died from it.
Wuhan?
Yeah. Like, it wasn't created by the Chinese for like population control. It was a real thing. People died right in front of us. It was happening. But we're human, and so humans are not meant to isolate unless you're me.
Yeah.
Isolation, I was like in my glory. I didn't have to go anywhere. I can. That's when I learned that I can order groceries online, and I actually don't even have to go into a grocery store.
Oh, we prospered.
I was like, you know what? I'm meant for this, and I say it all the time. I could use a lockdown. Like, honestly,
it's time for another lockdown. Can we get another pandemic, please?
Yeah, I'll take another one. But you know, like it destroyed mental health because everybody was isolated and away from people. It destroyed kids' health. It has done a lot of damage, though the government did what they could. They had no idea what they were doing because how are you supposed to know? This is a brand new thing that's just coming out of nowhere and whatever. And yes, I'm vaccinated 2 times. I will have my booster done before we travel next year to beautiful Palm Springs.
Malibu,
we're coming for you. See you there on deck. And Tom Schwartz. That's only my work. Just kidding. On deck, I'm so excited to watch you get married. But so I know that mental health is like, it's in trouble, but I guess I never realized that there's more of monsters like me out there.
Then that's kind of I don't know if that's like a direct effect or if it's a side effect, but everybody who has that feels that same way.
Yeah.
Like they're the only one.
There's been so many comments when it's been like, Caitlin is making me feel seen. Like I finally feel like I'm not alone. And that's the whole point of this podcast is just basically to like, you know, you and Julian, I talk about it all the time. Every time Julian's here, you guys talk about how I'm so good at making the shitty funny.
Yeah.
Like I tell it in a way that like, you know what, it's relatable. But what else are you supposed to do?
Exactly.
Right?
Like if you've noticed our socials, I've been hammering out reels twice a day, every day, just because they're so funny. And like even people in church today said they were like laughing their asses off at it. But because I want the humor to draw them in to like the real truthy aspect of what's going on.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, you know, we haven't really gotten into the major like nitty gritty of it, right? Like with a lot of it has been the humor side of it and me spinning out and giving very unpopular opinions and all that kind of stuff. But we haven't really gotten into the nitty gritty of where a lot of my mental health comes from and why I am at the place that I'm at right now and where it all stems from. I remember the conversation with your dad when he was like, my girl, like you need to write a book. And I was like, but there would be blank pages.
Yeah.
Because there's so much stuff I'm not allowed that I can't talk about.
Yeah.
Just for legal reasons.
Statute of limitations.
Yeah, statute of limitations, basically. Come talk to me in 15 years and then maybe I'll tell you the true story. But like, you guys all know that I come from a life of addiction, and there was some things that I was involved with that, I can't talk about. And there's a lot of stuff. Now, there's a lot of big things, obviously, that we will touch on. But it won't be heavy. It's going to be a heavy topic, but the way I tell it, it doesn't, like, I've come from domestic violence. I've come from sexual assault. I've gone through a lot of things that that's created this monster inside of my head.
Yeah.
But the saving grace that I have that has helped me through all of that, obviously, is church.
Yeah. That's a big one.
God is the one that has grounded me through all of it, and has just been like, you know what? And just when I get to the point where I'm like spinning and it's really, really bad, we go to church and God just, they'll play a song during worship, or one of the pastors that are speaking will say something that I'm like, that's it. That's the message that I needed. And then my week goes good.
Yeah.
This, as you know, was a really tough week for me. Last week, when you guys see me, I was a lot different than what I am right now. I was kind of up here, and this week it's been a harder week for me.
Yeah.
My mental health just kind of dipped a little bit. But that's the reality. That's reality. That's the unmedicated. That's the trying to figure out how to balance it. And, I took a 2-day break from the gym. So that's also a big part of it, because the gym is my medication right now. The gym is my medicine. And if I don't go, then I suffer for it. Yeah. You suffer for it.
Everybody suffers for it.
Everybody suffers for it. So, but I'm here. My whole goal with this podcast, and it's taken you, we talked about this 2 years ago. Yeah. Starting this. So it's taken 2 years for me to get down here to do this.
And then we did. And then it took another 5 months to come back.
Yeah. And then he was like, and you constantly, every day, you were like, so in case you need another reason to continue. Yeah. There's another comment.
Somebody just messaged me out of the blue saying.
Yeah. We have, I think the most important message that we need to show is from that unknown user. I think that's the really big one that I want to touch on first.
Oh, yep.
When we're talking about the comments that were left behind. If you guys follow us on YouTube, obviously you can see a lot of these comments yourself. But the TV is here, so that now you don't have to wait until. Like you're a DJ. I thought you were going to pull the comments up on the TV.
I am, okay. But I didn't save this one, so I gotta.
Wow.
Or I thought I did, but I don't see it in there. Just keep talking. I'll pop it up here in a second.
So that we don't have to wait until you edit.
Yeah, and stick it on screen.
Stick it on the screen. We'll actually be able to have it here. Now, there's a lot of things that I say, obviously, that are not planned. None of this is scripted. We don't sit down. Literally, Dave will sit there and go, so what are you going to have you thought about what you're going to talk about this week? And I'm like, no, I never have a topic. That's why I always say, can you guys, give me ideas? Because I have no idea what to talk about. I really don't. All the topics just kind of end up being what they are. So, but there's been a lot of support. You guys remember me talking last week about Marquita and her mom. They got to watch the episode where I gave them the shout out, and it really helped them as well. It was what they needed. So anyway, so let's start with comments from some of our followers.
That one up first?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this was the one that really got us yesterday. Somebody posted this yesterday on one of the clips on Facebook.
Yeah, so just so we're aware, I don't know who this person is, and they obviously don't know me, because that's not how we spell my name. That's okay. So I've watched all episodes, and I love what you guys have created. I, too, was diagnosed with severe ADHD, autism, and have been diagnosed bipolar 34 years ago. The ADHD and autism diagnosis wasn't too long ago, and the meds I take have changed me a lot in trying to figure out the new me. A lot of new feelings and issues have become evident. To hear Caitlin's explanation of what it's like for her has made me realize I'm not alone. How she explains it is how I feel and how our personalities are very alike. I understand how hard it is working in a world with neurotypical people, neurotypical can be. I'm always the over-the-top or odd one in every situation. Caitlin's sharing has been an amazing thing for me and helps me realize I'm not alone. Keep it up. Much love.
Thank you so much to who sent that in.
this is huge to me, right? Like, this is so important because, like, I've talked a lot about meds, and and they do, like, the meds, they do alter your.
Well, that's the point.
Oh, also, guys, I didn't take anything today.
No, yeah,
so I'm like,
you might notice.
You're gonna notice them a little bit. Anyway, so thank you for whoever left that comment. It definitely made my day. I do understand. And if there's anything that you want me to talk about, feel free to reach out again.
So thank you so much for that. Do you want to just keep going through comments?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so before we get to that one, I'll do the ones that were like, you guys are doing great. So this one's...
Oh, I was talking to her this morning.
T. Lynn XX says, I love these. The entitlement at 2:05 when someone wants another shot. I feel that in my soul. That's, I think...
Tori.
No, yeah, but I think that was the clip that blew up the most. 9,700 plays on Facebook.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah. What else is there?
Oh, thanks for commenting, Tori. This was on TikTok. On deck, a buddy of ours in LA says, the podcast, I didn't know I need it. Don't know I need it. I think he meant it.
Yeah, he definitely... Yeah.
I didn't know I needed it.
Yeah. Thanks, buddy. Clearly, I didn't know we needed it either.
No,
so,
I did. I fucking knew. Ruler of my own queendom. That's Nikki. I would love to hear more on this topic. So this is she's talking when we were discussing when did you know you were the problem in a relationship?
oh my gosh, I flinched at you in church today, and you were like, oh God.
But like even that, we did it in a funny way, but like the actual concept of it is pretty deep.
Yeah.
And so that she wanted to hear more on that.
It's interesting within our generation to see how many people lack self-reflection, whether it be during or after a relationship.
It's a hard thing to do. I mean, we're only coming into it now, 36 years old?
Speak for yourself, I'm not 36 yet.
Well, you're getting there. And this was the exact same topic from Amanda. I think the more important moment is when you're able to admit you're wrong, or even could be.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dancy.
Look at that screenshot of me. What is that?
It's you finger guns. That's like your main thing. You give finger guns a lot. So we got this one on YouTube this morning, and reading it, I want you to guess how old you think this person is.
Do you think it's okay to lock the doors of the store 5 minutes before closing?
So this is in regards to us talking about entitlement.
Oh, saying the entitlement. Yeah. Okay, I showed up at 8:55 and they were locking the door. The manager would not let me in. I said, please, I know exactly what I'm getting and I won't be a minute. And they said, too bad, so sad. Then I said they should say they are open till 8:55, 9 p.m. At some point, shouldn't businesses take the side of the customer, especially when they are correct? Like in your example, what if somebody wanted to drink at 1:55, as long as they're not over... Do you want, like, so we're going to get into, like, the technicalities of it?
But see, this is the point completely.
Yeah, this is not the point. I said 2:05. I didn't say 1:55. If you come up to me at 5 to 2 and order a drink, you're absolutely allowed to order a drink. Legally, I cannot fucking serve you after 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And this, at some point, shouldn't businesses take the side of the customer? No,
never.
Never.
Not a single time.
There is never a time unless, this is my thing. When I used to do interviews and do hiring for Dollarama, I used to say, my number one rule is that the customer is not always right.
Yeah.
Because that is bullshit. That is where this entitlement comes in. Is it bullshit that they lock the doors at 5 to 9? Probably.
Yeah.
But I can almost guarantee you, Darren LaPrise 8640, that you were not going in there for one thing. Because nobody knows how to go in for one thing. I cannot.
It's impossible. Even I can't do it.
I set up Dollarama and I still walk around every single aisle. Like, I'm like, oh, I just need to run in for Rockstars for Dave and I come out with $200 worth of shit. Like, I get it. But should they have locked the door? No. Am I going to take your side on this one? Definitely not.
Yeah.
Because this is an entitlement. Like, what if somebody want to drink at 1:55? Then they can have a drink at 1:55. But at 2:05, they're not getting shit. And there's also a possibility, which is something that a lot of people do not know, that in larger businesses,
the
clocks are not set dead on. Okay? So, like,
They're set by corporate.
Yeah, they're set by corporate.
Yeah.
So they could be 5 minutes slower or 5 minutes faster.
So even though it's 8:55,
it could be 9:02.
Yeah.
And to them, now, was it like, too bad, so sad? I mean, why didn't you come 10 minutes earlier than that? Why did you know the store closes at 9. Why the fuck are you showing up at 5:02?
Yeah.
That's a dick move.
Yeah.
Like, I can tell you as a retail manager, that would have pissed me off. At 5 to 9, I'm getting ready to close. 9 chances out of 10, whoever the manager was in this store probably just worked a 12-hour shift.
Yeah.
So they don't want to be there an extra 20 minutes so that you can fucking pick up ding-dongs and Twinkies. Like, no.
What it reminds me of, it gives me the vibe of the restaurant's closing in 10 minutes. You guys walk in and you want to order something.
It's the exact same thing.
Yeah.
It's no different.
The kitchen's already closing down.
Yeah.
And now they got to stay open because you want
I
that
have
fresh.
been that person, and they've literally said the kitchen closes in 5 minutes, and I go, you know what? That's fine, I'll go to McDonald's.
Yeah.
And I walk out.
I always ask.
But
if it's
now,
late.
that's because we worked in the industry,
Exactly.
so we know, right? We have a respect for the industry.
Yeah.
Darren LaPrise, 8640, obviously has never worked retail.
Or he would understand.
Or he would understand.
Yeah.
He would get it. He would get that this was a senseless comment that literally proved my point.
100%.
You literally just proved that I'm correct and that you're entitled.
So it's our first one. That's a big,
Wow.
That's a big step.
I've been waiting. All the comments have been supportive.
I didn't think it was going to be this quick.
Well, actually, you know what? After last week's disclaimer, I kind of figured I would have contacted you for sure. But no, I'm okay with, you can have, listen, everybody's entitled to their own opinion, but mine's right and yours is wrong.
Thank you, Darren.
Thanks, Darren. LaPrise, 8640.
We appreciate your words. And keep watching.
Yeah, please. Tune in so you can listen to me be a complete bitch to you.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I don't care. Like, do I think it's... No, it's like... You know what? It's not okay for a business to close the doors 5 minutes to 9, but it's also not okay for you to show up at 5 minutes before closing to go and get your 1 or 2 items.
It's just courtesy.
Yeah, it's common courtesy.
I understand emergencies happen. Like, you're a fucking single mom. You need diapers, and, you got to do what you got to do. But, I don't know. There's...
Yeah, I want to see if... I want to know the, info.
If there was...
I want to know what you were going to the store for.
What was it?
Before you tell me that the customer is right in this scenario, what did you need at 5 to 9 at night? Because supper's over.
Yep.
Like, you should have had supper by, unless you're on site, then...
That happens.
That happens. I get it. But, I mean, you're on site, so don't you plan? I don't know. I don't even know where he's from. So, we'll
never know.
We'll never know, because he'll never come back.
There'll
I don't know
never
if
be
he might, though. I might get a bite back now. Because I called him entitled, so...
I hope so.
Yeah.
Okay. How old do you think? What's the age you're thinking? Judging on the message, the
I would
content.
have said, boomer, for sure.
100%. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Definitely a boomer.
Yeah.
Did you Google Darren LaPrise?
No.
To find out who he was?
No, I have no idea.
Oh,
It was
okay.
we're just playing the game.
Oh, we're playing the game.
Based on the words that were typed.
Yeah,
the
he's
way it
definitely
was
your
said.
parents' age.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's just an expectation that customer service.
That we as customer service workers bow down to the customers.
Yeah.
And that's not how it goes.
Yeah.
So that's gross. It's icky. It's very icky.
It is.
It's gross.
Yeah.
Anyway, whatever.
Yeah, that's it for our comments from the last episode.
Okay. So what do you have on your mind?
This isn't my show.
I know, but I'm at a low. So you need to
Well, if we're going to continue complaining about work, we did do service industry, but one of the biggest service industries in the world is a DJ.
Okay. Where are we going with this?
I get fucking shit all the time. The one that it's I had a gig last night. This didn't happen there. Last night was amazing. I had a great gig last night down at the dancery. But one happened the gig before last week, and it's happened before, and it happens every now and again. And every DJ is going to know exactly what I'm talking about. You're in the middle of your set, and you play a song, and some chick on the dance floor is like, next. finger in the air, next, because she doesn't like the song you're playing, and like you're a fucking iTunes shuffle button, she wants to hear the next song. So my job is to what? Just fucking, oh, sorry, ma'am. Stop the song in the middle of the fucking song I'm playing, cause a big scene, and then start the next song? Is that what I'm supposed to do?
I've done that.
You said next? Probably to me at Club Envy. Next. Sit down on the floor cross-legged.
I just stood in the middle of the dance floor and looked at you like you were stupid. I was like, this is a terrible fucking song.
Well, it wasn't you that did it the other way.
You know what's really funny? This is being self-aware at this moment.
Yeah.
I'm an entitled princess.
Oh, you're the worst.
I'm such a bitch.
But you come from it in a way that's, it's not like boomer entitlement.
No.
It's like, this is the way the world should work, and the way that this system is broken.
It's so, like, the world is broken. Everything. America, broken. Canada, broken. Everywhere, broken. Like, everywhere is fucked. The only place...
Everywhere is fucked. Everybody sucks. Fred Durst was right.
Correct. The only place it doesn't suck is New Zealand. Because that woman, she's got it on lock.
She's not there anymore.
Oh.
They have terms, so they can only go for so long.
Okay, but is it another female?
I think it's a dude.
Oh, gross.
Yeah, they
so everywhere sucks.
They typically fuck it up.
Okay, yeah, then fucking listen here. Us women, if all women ran, like, if it was women who ran every country, all we'd be concerned about is making sure our flag and our flower was pretty. And, like, making sure that women's rights were, like, upheld.
It's so funny because, like, every guy says, like, well, if women ran the world, all there'd be is wars. Like, every war in the history of the planet wasn't started by men.
It was started by man.
Yeah.
It's a pissing contest.
100%.
All the time.
A dick measuring contest with tanks and assault rifles.
Yeah. Kind of like lifted trucks in Fort McMurray.
If you were... if you were the president or prime minister of Canada...
Yeah.
Fucking, I'd sleep at night. There'd be peace.
Absolutely, there'd be peace. Because, like, I'm unhinged. Nobody wants to fuck with an unhinged prime minister.
Fuck around, find out.
Yeah. I'm always in the find out phase. I'm never in fuck around. Like, I skip past fuck around, and I'm always ready to show people.
I think it's about time we had a vengeful premier. A vengeful prime minister.
Well, like, honestly, like, I understand that they are all puppets to the party, and the party's in charge, and it's not...
the parties are puppets to whatever corporations are backing them.
Exactly, right? So and then the corporations are usually fucking gun rally, and fucking whatever. So it's annoying. It's all annoying. It's all stupid. I can't. And, like, walk me through these fucking lunatics with their bandage of support. We were both going to wear one, which is really funny, but we both ruined it on each other.
I forgot about it.
Yeah.
She come in the kitchen yesterday. She's like, here's what's going to happen. We're going to start the podcast tomorrow. I'm going to flick my hair back, and I'll have the pad on my ear. And I laughed my ass off because I said, I was going to do the exact same thing. Because if you don't know, after the assassination attempt on Trump, he had a maxi pad.
We're not calling it an assassination attempt.
Well, it was.
You want to call that an attempt?
He fucked it up. It's still an attempt.
Oh my God, he fucked up a one-man ambush. That's literally what he did. How do you fuck up a one-man ambush? You don't have to organize anything. You need to organize yourself, and you fucked it up. You had one job. Staged. Anyway.
Right.
That's the only conspiracy theory.
Anyway, so he had a maxi pad on his ear when he came out at the RNC, and the fucking crowd was filled with people, supporters, who also had maxi pads on their ears.
Yeah.
Which is very cultish.
But that's what it is. Trump is a cult.
It's a cult.
It's a cult, right? Like, the whole thing is just, yeah, it's all crazy to me.
See, that's I hate fucking talking about American politics because we're Canadian, but it affects the whole world. So it is what it is. But
Canada, the problem with Canada is that, like, they typically fall in suit with the States sometimes.
Yeah.
So that's, like,
They're
where
so
we're
close.
in trouble.
Yeah.
Because, like, America is, like, a couple years away from the Handmaid's Tale.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, it is becoming a fucking reality that, like...
half Handmaid's Tale, half Idiocracy.
75% Idiocracy. 25% Handmaid's Tale. So, like, you know what I mean? So it's like... so it scares me in a way. That's why I'm so passionate about it, because Canada...
It bleeds over.
And it does.
Yeah.
We're on the border, man. We're neighbors.
Whatever happens down there...
will eventually at some point follow suit up here.
We've got idiots in Alberta wearing Make Alberta Great Again hats. So
Please don't tell me that's a thing.
It's a thing.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it bleeds over. Whatever happens in the States bleeds over into Canada.
I can't talk about this anymore. I can't do this. I can't do it.
So this is why it's important.
Okay. Let's talk about something fun.
What do you got?
Okay. That was really, like, you're so excited. I don't have my phone with me, and I had, like, a couple of topics written down.
Go get your phone.
No, it's okay. Let me think of... Oh, okay. So we had already touched on... What did we touch on? Red flags, beige flags, green flags.
Yeah. Which everybody thought was fucking hilarious.
Well, because it was funny. I am funny. I'm fucking amazing. Okay. So there's this trend that I've seen going around with married couples, where we talk about things in our marriage that we do in our marriage,
yeah,
that other people won't agree with.
Like, other marriages wouldn't agree with the way we do something. Our marriage.
Like how our relationship is with our trust levels and stuff like that.
Fucking every marriage ever.
Yeah.
Is not going to agree with our marriage.
No, that's what I'm saying.
The way we get on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think this would be really funny, because this is a really good topic for us to talk about.
Oh, 100%.
Because we are like, we broke the mold with our marriage. That's literally what I think. Like, I firmly believe, like, and I'm not saying it to be corny or cheesy, like, we are soulmates.
Yeah.
We were put on this earth to end up together.
Yeah.
Because we're so much like.
Yeah.
So, like,
saved each other.
As an example, like, we share locations with each other.
Yeah.
But we don't check them. Like, I never check to see where you are.
No. Ever.
Like, you'll be like, I'll call you and I'm like, where are you? And you're like, I'm on the highway. Can you see my location? I'm like, I'm not fucking checking it. Like, I'm not looking. I could
just tell me where you are.
Yeah, just like, if you can lie to me if you want. Like, really don't care where you are. I just, like, whatever, right? We have the same passcode on our phones. My passcode is the exact same as yours.
Yeah, because we want to remember too.
I can't.
Why would we?
Guys, I can't even, like, I don't remember any of my passwords to anything. So they're all
even,
yours.
Yeah, exactly. Even
I've
your,
literally
like,
had to
passwords.
change all of my passwords. Facebook, emails, Instagram, Snapchat are all the same password as yours.
Yeah.
So that my banking, I mean, we share a bank account. That's for some reason, some big foreign thing that people are like, you should never share bank accounts. You should always have your own, but have one shared where all the bills come out of. But that doesn't make any sense to me.
Sounds like a lot of fucking work.
It's not... Like, I gotta remember to transfer shit? Like, no, it just all comes out of one account.
Yeah.
Like, it's fine. The passcode thing I know is, like, something that, like, a lot of people are like, that's insane. So he can just go through your phone and yeah. Does he? No. Like, why would he? We don't... I'll never forget when we first got together. I don't know if you remember this, but I would, like, pick up my phone and do something, and then I would explain myself to you. And you're like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, I would pick up my phone and be like, oh, I'm just checking Facebook, and you'd be like, I didn't fucking ask. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, trauma, sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
Or, like, I would want to go to the store, and I'd be like, hey, do you mind if I run to the store? And you'd be like... And I know it seems fucking crazy to believe, but yes, at one point I was fucking in a abusive relationship. I know it seems crazy, and I was not the abusive one.
Yeah, exactly.
I may have created some of it, but I didn't. I was to blame for a little bit.
Exasperated.
Yeah.
Poked the bear a little bit.
I poked the bear more than a little bit. But anyway, like, it was like, we just, like, you get up and leave the house, and I'm like, hey, bye, I love you. And it's not like, we don't question.
Yeah.
We trust wholeheartedly. Like, I don't know how many times, like, girls message you all the time. You're a smoking hot DJ. Girls give you their number, and I'm like, did you call her? And you're like, that's a lot of work. What I say to you all the time, you'll never cheat on me because you're too tired.
I'm too tired.
You're too lazy to cheat on me.
Yeah, I'm too
you don't
fucking
have the
exhausted.
energy. I am enough work for you. Like, can you imagine having to, like, try and juggle
If I
another
want a different
one?
girl, I'll just wait 10 minutes till one of yours shows up. Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yeah. It's like personality roulette every day.
Yeah. And it's always Russian.
Russian.
Russian roulette.
Oh. I thought you meant the personality was Russian, and I was like, whoa, that was rude. What do you mean? I'm not that angry. Like, I have moments. Like, guys' nights. See you later.
Yeah.
Bye.
The few times it happens.
Boys want to come over and sit down and drink downstairs? Okay.
Whatever. Me in bed. See ya.
I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
You're going to stay a little bit after a gig, after like a night at one of the clubs and hang out with the boys? I don't care.
Yeah.
Don't text me.
Don't wake me up.
Don't fucking wake me up.
Yeah.
I'm in bed living my life with my fucking lash fan. Drying my lashes. Like, me and Riley were just hanging out. We have a very, like, our marriage is very unconventional.
It is.
It's very, like...
It took a lot of work to get there, but not even with each other, but like work.
Outside of, yeah. Because, like, the moment we became one unit, and that's the thing, too. So, like, remember the conversation about how I'm just Radio Dave's wife now.
Right.
Do you remember this conversation?
Yeah. You're no longer...
I'm no longer Caitlin. I'm no longer my own entity. I am living in your shadow, and I'm completely okay with doing that.
Yeah.
And I actually got, like, bitched at about it. Like, and I'm sure there's going to be some feminists on here and be like, no, have your own person. No, fuck you. Like, you guys don't get it. I was in the spotlight for 13 years. I was a drug dealer. I was out at the bars. I was doing my thing. I was, like, walked in the room, and the room was mine, and I demanded it, and I was blah, 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 blah. I don't care anymore. Like, I don't. I am perfectly content being Radio Dave's wife. My mother has my name saved in her phone as Radio Dave's wife.
Love you, Mom.
So.
I'm the favorite.
Like, well, you took me off her hands, so.
Right.
Anyway, so, like, I am completely okay being the supportive wife.
Yeah.
Like, I love doing that. I love being the one going, like, rah, rah, go husband, and not having to, like, I have a t-shirt that I wear to all of, like, the club gigs.
Yep.
It's got your logo on the front, and then it's, like, jersey letters on the back that says Radio Dave's wife. It's white, it glows in black light, it's perfect.
That's all you need.
That's all you need. So, but we became, like, one singular unit, and that's what happened. Like, I molded into you.
Yeah.
Remember, I just want to take your skin off and wear.
Yeah, I just want to get in your skin.
You're so warm. I just want to get in your skin. That's one serial killer tendency I have.
Yeah, that should have probably been a red flag, too.
Anyway, my brain just went, woo. So we, like, yeah, we became, like, the moment we became that unit, it just instantly worked. We just became, like, a team.
It clicked.
Yeah.
Everything made sense all of a sudden.
Yeah, and it was like everything was clear, and it was like, okay, cool. And then, you know, we kind of sat down and we talked about our boundaries. And, like, when in relationships, we don't really have any. The number one thing is A, communicate.
Yeah.
And B, don't cheat. That's it.
Yeah.
It's pretty simple. Like, and those are our only rules in our relationship, is we have to communicate and we don't cheat on each other.
But cheating is not even a rule.
It's
because
just like,
we wouldn't do it anyway.
No.
It's like it's not a rule because it's not something you got to worry about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, we're both so secure in our marriage that, like, I don't worry about you cheating.
Yeah.
We make jokes about it, like, all the time.
Because it's funny as fuck.
Yeah. Like, he's like, okay, well, I'm going to go. And I'm like, are you going to your girlfriend's? Like, it's whatever, right? Yeah. Like, we don't have that issue. My only fucking issue is you're in your tucka with the toilet paper.
I actually explained that for anybody that missed it last episode. Talk about that. For anybody that didn't...
The toilet paper?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you always... Oh, you brought up the picture.
I did. I took a picture of it. So
You're so funny.
I took a picture of it so you could elaborate.
Okay. So remember the bar? This is the bar. This bar should be up against the wall, and the toilet paper goes over. But David pulls the toilet paper off, goes around his hand, and then just jams the toilet paper back on however he wants. And then he goes, well, you could just turn it. No, bitch! The bar goes against the wall.
If you turned it, it would be overhang if it was hanging the other way. But the bar has to be
up against
perpendicular or fucking parallel to the wall.
Yeah, because if not, I'll kill you. It's over.
Now we know.
Game over. That's it. That was funny. I can't believe you took a picture of the table.
I did. I was taking a dump, and I was like, "Oh, this is yeah. I'm getting a picture of this."
There's something wrong with you. You're so funny. But yeah, like we don't have. There's not a like. You just the only thing you have to deal with really is just my ups and downs, and there's a lot of them.
You're in one today.
I'm on a down. I'm definitely in a down.
That's
today.
the reality of it.
Yeah, and this is kind of like I'm not. You know, you guys. Every episode you guys see, I'm like this hyper. All over, like, you know, having fun. And today I'm not there.
This side's important too.
Yeah, this
People
is an
need to see
important side
all
to
of it.
see. And it's been a tough week. But like I keep saying to you, God bless you, because you are a very patient man. You have the patience of a saint, which is crazy because you're actually super impatient all at the same time.
Am I?
Sometimes.
Depends on what.
On the scenario.
Yeah.
What's going on. Like if you're like trying to get out the door and the kids aren't on your like time frame, you're like, ugh, and you get like exhausted and annoyed. But I like, yeah, you have the patience of a saint when it comes to me and my mental health. So it's good. Like it's great. But we have a very like we talk to each other like we fucking hate each other. Like it's so wild. Like I remember Janice when her and I worked together at Dollarama, and she literally came around the corner into the office and was like, if I didn't know you, I would have thought you were chewing out some fucking random person. Yeah. But you're literally like, fuck you, bitch, talking to your husband on the phone. And I'm like, well, it's just what we do. Like, you know, you call me and you're like, what up, loser? I'm like, nothing, dickhead. Like, you know what I mean? But we have such an open communication in our marriage that it's like, and honestly, I need a partner
that can't take everything seriously.
That can't take anything seriously, because there have been times when I lash out at you and you know full well it's not about you. Yeah. And you just go, okay. And then you walk away.
Yeah. But if I get offended, it's not going to help you. It's not going to help the situation.
No, because there's been a couple of times where it's upset you. This was at the beginning of this journey.
Before I fully
understood. Yeah. Yeah. And you got upset, and then I was like, well, now I'm a piece of shit wife. So that just made my spiral even worse. Yeah. And that's another hard part, which I'm sure anybody else who has, you know, who's in the same boat as me, that like, if we're not doing things perfectly, then we feel like we're terrible. Yeah. So if I'm not as cuddly as you need me to be, or if I'm not as lovey-dovey and touchy-feely as you need me to be, then I feel like I'm failing you in our marriage and that you're going to leave me. I always say that. I'm like, I always feel like you're going to leave me, and you're like,
where am I going to go?
Where? I'm too tired, man. I'm trying to set like
of
Tinder and shit. Like, what is this? Yeah. So, you know, it's every day is different. Like, you wake up and you don't know which side of me is going to come out. Like, you don't know if it's going to be the up or the down or the in between or the angry or the sad or the. So it's a lot for you.
It can be, but it's not a lot. It's enough.
You just took my words from me. You're such a dickhead.
I did. Because I'm a lot.
No, you're not.
I'm a very big personality.
You are, but like, that's you. Like, it's who you are and who you've always been, and I know that. You're not a lot.
There was, before we started dating, because there was like a 5-month gap between when I got separated and when we met or started hanging out. Give or take.
No, it was 5 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
And there was another girl there that I saw for like one date, maybe 2 dates. And I knew one after the second or third one, I was in her apartment, and I could see it on her face. It was like, oh, I'm a lot. Now she's
so sad.
No, it's fine. I knew that. It was like right into the fucking marriage too. So I was like, I didn't know how to act. Yeah. I didn't know how to be around people anymore, or to be around another girl. So I had no idea what I was doing, and I could see on her face, oh, she just realized I'm a lot. Yeah. It just clicked. Yeah. And like, and I talked to her, and I told her, I was like, this is too much. Yeah. And she's like, I just don't know what I want right now. It's like, I got it. That's fine. Yeah. That's good.
That's okay.
No big deal. Yeah. We barely know each other. It's fine. Yeah. That clicked for me. Yeah. So I know I am a big personality, and I'm not going to work for everybody. Yeah. Fuck those people.
Fuck those people. That's right, baby. You tell them.
No, we're big personalities.
Yeah,
we're not going to work for everybody.
I also am. Like, I'm a fucking blunt person.
Which is why it's weird, because normally a big personality is complemented by a smaller, reserved personality.
Yeah.
So the fact that we're two big ones together
Yeah.
is weird, and I don't know why it works.
Because God wants it to.
Yes.
Because God said so.
And it does work well. It works really well.
Mm-hmm. It does.
But it is a big...
It takes work, though. It's like, we're making it sound like we just do it.
Like
and
it's just easy.
No, it's not. Like, we have gone through a lot together.
Yeah.
We have experienced a lot together.
Yeah.
And we have, we've overcome a lot. And there's been, times when we're both like ready to just fucking throw in the towel and be like, I can't do this.
Yeah.
But we don't, because we love each other sometimes, all the time. I don't, this is probably going to be one thing that a lot of people are going to disagree with. I don't have to like you all the time to be married, but I have to love you.
Yeah.
I do have to love you. And I choose to love you every single day, but I don't have to like you every day. There can be days that I don't like you as much as I liked you yesterday, but I will always love you more every day.
Name one time.
That I don't like you?
Yeah.
Right now.
Name 7 more times.
7 more times. There's been a lot in our relationship with me battling through like the depression and ADHD and OCD and all the things of you not understanding my mentality in the bedroom.
Yeah.
Right? And of how antidepressants, I'm sure any female or anybody who's ever been on them, been on Effexor can definitely back me up and say it kills whatever you have. Like there's nothing there. And you as a man are like, that's it. That, like, yours didn't go away.
Mine came back.
Yeah, yours.
Mine was gone for a while.
Yeah, and yours came back right as mine disappeared. Yeah.
Timed out perfect.
So, but there was a couple of times I didn't like you there because I just wanted you to get it.
Yeah.
And then we sat down and communicated and we had a conversation about it and talked it out. And, it was, itchy. She says, Mom, take this damn thing off. Guys, she hates her collar, but it's rainbow leopard print, so I will never. That will be her collar forever. Anyway. So we've had moments and I'm sure that there's been times that I've said things to you that you didn't really like me in the moment. I've thrown some shit in your face. I've been pretty mean sometimes.
Yeah, but I know it's all stuff that, like, I know when you're in your I don't even know what you call it. Your spin out, your zones. Sometimes you're just gonna you don't even realize what's going on. You just say something.
Yeah.
And I don't take it personally. I mean it. Sometimes it'll hurt, but
Yeah.
I know you don't mean it,
Yeah.
and I know it's coming from a place that, like, you're not fully aware of at the moment.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's just you really can't be serious at all in this type of relationship.
No, we're never serious.
Everything has to roll off your back.
Yeah, we literally need to live on sarcasm.
Yeah.
Or else this marriage will not last. And it literally is like we're sarcastic. Like our love language is sarcasm.
100%.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah,
I love that for us.
and it took a while to realize how.
It's very hard to tell when I'm being sarcastic and when I'm being serious.
Yeah.
Because I'm sarcastic all the time. Leia and Sam have such a hard time with it. Like, they don't, like, I'll say something and Leia will just stop and stare at me and I'm like, what? And she's like, what's that? Like,
Are you mad?
Are you mad? Or are you being sarcastic? I'm like, ugh.
For fuck's sakes.
For fuck's sakes, now I'm mad. Like, so, we don't have, our love languages aren't acts of service or blah, 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 blah. It's sarcasm. That's how we show our love.
That might have been in the addendum to that book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the fine print at the back of the book.
Yeah. Oh, there's also sarcasm as a love language.
Yeah, there's actually an extra one.
Yeah.
And we put that in there for Caitlin. It's for us. Yeah. So, that's that. I don't know what else. What?
Nothing.
Why are you looking at me like...
I'm just looking at you.
You're looking at me like you're like...
You're cute.
And you look upset, almost.
No, I'm just tired.
Yeah, we are tired.
It's a big
We're
week.
exhausted, guys.
We had a big week.
Yeah,
big
this was supposed to be
weekend.
like my week, my down week.
Yeah.
And
It never
I
is.
didn't stop. Yeah.
Every time we try to take a down week or a down day,
Something happened.
something happens,
Yeah.
and we got to go full bore.
That's okay. Mm-hmm. We live
That's part of it.
We thrive in the chaos, guys.
Well, I don't know about thriving, but surviving for sure.
Yeah.
Surviving the chaos.
Yeah. Anyway, we were supposed to talk about the donation thing.
Oh yeah, shit! I forgot. So let me pull it up here so you can see it. So we've actually set up a page because we're still in the state of the podcast. We didn't really finish.
ADHD,
we talked about where we are, but what we wanted to accomplish, like what were the goals we wanted.
So the goal is for this to be full time.
Yeah,
like we just want to do this all the time. I want to be able to now, aside from my dream of what I'm pursuing in September, but we would definitely want to be able to do more. And where did it go?
Not over there yet. Keep going.
In order for us to be able to do more.
What the fuck? Oh, it's because this is full screen. That's fine.
Okay, there it is.
So yeah, it's kind of like a membership, or you can also do one time, weekly, monthly, or you could do nothing. This is free.
Yeah, or you can just watch.
Yeah, just
watch.
Reviews
help too.
But some people have asked how they can support. This is how you can support for now. Eventually, we're going to get to the place where we can actually put ads in this thing. But we want to create. I'm not meant to do IT forever. She's not meant to do fucking day-to-day jobs ever. So we're meant to be online, making content, making you laugh, helping people, telling our story. This is what we're supposed to do.
Yeah.
I thought we genuinely feel that that's the way it is. So if you want to help us get to that point, you can go. This is our page. I'll put it in the details, but you can also go to radiodave.com, and it's all on there too. Do not feel obligated. We don't. It's not something we're asking for. It's something if you want to do, and it's totally up to you.
Yeah, again, because people have asked how they can support us, and honestly, sharing the page, following us, those are all really big things that'll help for sure.
Yeah. Telling us what's funny, what you like, what you want to hear, what you don't want to hear.
Yeah, and give me some topics, because, when I'm having down weeks like this, I need something fun to talk about.
Something we can just burn through and just have funny stuff to go on about.
Yeah.
Eventually, we want to get to the point. That's also why I put the screen up. We want to have guests on. Like, we're talking to a couple of people right now. We want to have, what we decide, we want to have, like...
Other married couples. Yeah.
That are dealing with...
the same issues that we're going through.
Whether it's DJs and their wives or people dealing with mental health, ADHD, and their husbands. And we can either Zoom call them in and you guys can see them directly, or eventually we'll get to a place where maybe we can have them in the studio. The studio's not big enough for that yet, but we'll get there.
We just need a bigger desk.
We need a bigger boat.
We're going to need a bigger boat. Yeah.
So
hey,
yeah.
Guys.
I guess that's it.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No.
What did we ring off?
I don't even remember.
I don't either. My brain's shot.
Yeah, mine too. It was so funny, actually. Sam was listening to our last podcast.
It's very weird seeing our kids listen to our podcast.
I know, but he was like, Mom, this is so funny. I was like, I don't even remember talking about that.
Half the stuff I don't remember either.
No.
Until I'm putting it together and editing it after.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, this one's going to be a little different though, because I'm not.
It's a little more real. It's a little, I wouldn't say real, because the other ones are real too. Just less funny.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just, we want to show all of it.
All the sides.
Yeah. Because it's not fair to people that suffer from it.
To think that it's always
it's always a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, thanks for hearing us out.
Episode 4. We've got 26 to go.
Yeah. 26 to go. And then we've made it.
That's right. Because the amount of podcasts that start is like fucking this. And then after the amount of podcasts that make it to 10 episodes is like this. And then after that, there's another drop off. The amount to make it to 30 is like this. And after you hit 30 episodes, you're usually good to go. You can go for 300.
Great.
But that's what we're shooting for.
Number 30.
We're number 4.
Yep.
Fuck, it's a way to go.
That is a way to go. 26 weeks away.
Yeah. If we do it every week.
Yeah.
Well, that's the goal.
That's the goal.
All right.
All right, guys.
Stay tuned with us for the next 26 weeks.
Yeah. Okay.